Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are safe and sound at home and studying well and watching subject videos joyfully. I, Mrs. Anju Sharma, your English language teacher, today I'll teach you new chapters, chapter 10 and 11 from your grammar book, Personal Pronouns and Compound Personal Pronouns. They are integrated, so I'll teach one after the other. Before starting this, let us have a recall of our previous class. In the previous class, students, you had learnt about nouns, their kinds, numbers, gender, and possessive case. And today, let us start personal pronouns. To make the concept of pronoun interesting and clear, today I'll narrate a story about two friends. After listening to the story and the narrative, you will clearly understand the concept of pronouns. The story is just to make the learning full of fun. Now the story begins. Myra and Mishtu are friends. Once they had a conversation, and in that Myra and Mishtu decided to write few lines about each other. Myra started writing. Mishtu also started writing. Now in this, to shorten the story, I'll only tell you the lines written Myra. Mishtu is my best friend. Mishtu loves to play cricket. Mishtu is good in studies. Mishtu has written many poems everyone. Mishtu has written many poems. Everyone likes Mishtu. So students, in the above sentences written by Myra, the word Mishtu is repeated many times. Instead of using same nouns again and again, we can use another word in its place. So students, let us talk about the definition of what is a pronoun. So children, a pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun, just like in the example of Myra and Mishtu. Now let us have a look at the content of the book. Let us see what is given in the lesson. See lesson number 10, page 42. Personal pronouns. Chapter number 10, personal pronouns. Read the following sentences. This is Manoj. Manoj is a famous writer. Manoj has written many books. Manoj also writes for newspaper and magazines. Every reader likes to purchase books written by Manoj. In these sentences, the word Manoj is repeated many times. Instead of using same noun again and again, we can use another word in its place. Thus, the above sentences can be written like this. This is Manoj. Manoj is a noun here. Now, he is a famous writer. See the words given in red ink. He is a famous writer. He has written many books. He also writes for newspapers and magazines. Every reader likes to purchase books written by him. In these sentences, the word Manoj is written only in the first sentence. In other sentences, personal pronouns he and him are used in place of it. Clear? So, I am going to read the definition of pronoun once again. A pronoun is a word that is used in a place of noun. Here Manoj was noun, and in other sentences we have used pronoun he and him. So personal pronouns. Read the following sentences. I am Ravi. My friends gave me a book. This photograph is mine. We should obey our parents, teachers, and elders. The people honored us. These articles of furniture are ours. So again, children, please see the words given in red ink. In these sentences, I, me, mine, we, us, and ours are pronoun of the first person. I is here subject, me object, mine possessive. Then we subject, us object for plural. We, us and ours we use for plural, subject plural, us object plural, and ours object plural. All pronouns that are used for the person speaking are known as pronouns of the first person. Personal pronouns indicate the speaker, first person. Now, read the following sentences. Number 1, you are a wise man. Number 2, they praise you for your justice and mercy. Number 3, this pen is yours. In these sentences, you subjective case, and in second sentence you is objective case, and in third sentence yours possessive case are pronoun of the second person. All pronouns that are used for the person spoken to are called pronouns of the second person. Again, you see in first sentence here, you are a wise man. You is a subject here, subjective case. They praise you for your justice and mercy. Here you is objective case. And in third sentence, this pen is yours. Yours is here showing ownership, possessive case. Now see, read the following sentences. Number 1, he is my brother. Number 2, I met him yesterday. 3, these clothes are his. 4, she is my friend. 5, the public welcomed her. 6, this mobile is hers. 7, they are famous sports persons. Number 8, I always dreamt of meeting them. 9, these magazines are theirs. In these sentences, he, him, his, she, her, hers, they, them, and theirs, theirs, theirs are pronoun of the third person. All pronouns that are used for the person spoken about are called pronouns of the third person. Means the person, place or thing spoken about. So children, now see the personal pronouns. Personal pronouns can be categorized into 3 different ways. The personal pronouns can be categorized into 3 different ways. First person refers to the speaker or the person who speaks. First person refers to the speaker or the person who speaks. Second person refers to the person who is spoken to. Second person refers to the person who is spoken to. third person refers to the person who is spoken about. Now you see the example. I had told you to give the lunchbox to Myra as she was late today. Once again you see this example. I had told you. I, underline I, and you and she. I had told you to give the lunchbox to Myra as she was late today. In this example, there are three persons involved. In this sentence, there are three persons involved. Here, the personal pronoun I. Personal pronoun I is known as the first person as it refers to the person is speaking. Number 2, the personal pronoun you. Next we underline. I have underlined already. The personal pronoun you is known as the second person as it refers to person spoken to. Number 3, the personal pronoun she. Next is third one is she. The personal pronoun she is known as third person as it referred to the person spoken about. Now first person I, we. First person I, we. We use I for singular while speaking, whereas we is used when we talk about plural. We use I for singular while speaking, whereas we is used when we talk about plural. Second person you. We use you when we talk to the person directly. It is the person we are speaking to. It is the person we are speaking to. Third person pronoun he, she, it are singular in number. The personal pronoun they and them plural in number. He, she, it are singular in number and they and them are plural in number. And we use the pronoun it to refer to a thing or an animal. The plural of the pronoun it can be they or them. The plural of the pronoun it can be they or them. So students, we use he to refer a man and she to refer a woman. Clear? We use he to refer a man and she to refer a woman. But if we are not sure whether it's a man or woman, then we have a choice of two solutions. What are they? First solution, we can say he or she. For example, if we do not know that a doctor is man or woman, then we can say ask your doctor, he or she will help you. Second solution, we can say that it is a man, he will help you. Ask your doctor, he will help you. Clear? Next is it. How to use it? We use it for singular things and most of the animals. We use it for singular things and most of the animals. Example, dog is a loving animal. It's faithful too. Dog is a loving animal. It is faithful too. Dog is an animal and we use it for animals, but there is an exception. If the animal is family pet, see, listen carefully. There is an exception. If the animal is family pet, we can use he for male or she for female also. For example, where is Bruno? If I'll say, where is Bruno? The answer, he is in the garden. And if I'll say, where is Stella? She is in the lobby. She, here Stella, we use she for Stella and he for Bruno. We use it to describe the weather, temperature, time and distance. See the examples. It's drizzling, showing weather. It's 48 degrees outside, temperature. It's 5 o'clock for time. It's 100 miles to Mexico, America, whatever. This shows distance. So students, like this, we use it for general comments or remarks or to identify somebody. For all these situations, we use it. Now see, here are few examples. Let us read a few examples of personal pronouns for better clarity. See, first one, I am writing a letter. I is pronoun here, personal pronoun. You are playing cricket. He is doing his homework. She is going to school. It is entirely different. All the underlined words are personal pronouns. In first sentence, I am writing a letter. I is here personal pronoun. You are playing cricket. You is here personal pronoun. He is doing his homework. He is personal pronoun. She is going to school. She is personal pronoun. It is entirely different. It is pronoun here. So all the underlined words are personal pronoun. Now example of object personal pronouns. See example. David gave me a gift. In this sentence, two objects are present here. Me and gift. Me and gift both are objects here. Me is here direct object and gift is here indirect object. Direct object is the first object being talked about in a sentence where the subject acts upon or follows a verb, whereas indirect object is the second object present in any statement. Like, David gave me a gift. In this sentence, me is followed by the verb gave. Thus, it becomes the direct object. To sum up, I'll say that personal pronouns are three forms. Personal pronouns are of three forms: subjective, objective and possessive. Now see subjective. Subjective personal pronouns are all the three types of pronouns we have just now read. Say first person, second person, third person, because they all are related to the subject, thus they fall in subjective case. An object personal pronoun replaces the noun that receives an action and usually comes after the word. Me, you, him, her, etc. Example, David gave me a gift. Here, me is the object. Now come to possessive case. Possessive are those pronouns which tells us about the ownership or belongingness. Example, this book is mine. If I say this book is mine, here mine is a possessive case because that shows the ownership of the book. I hope all of you have understood this concept of personal pronoun, and next we will go to solve the exercises. Okay, now see, here are the exercises. First is, rewrite the following sentences by using personal pronouns in place of the words given in color. Harry lives in my neighborhood. Harry is a doctor. Again, see children, Harry. Harry is a noun here and it comes 2 times here. Harry lives in my neighborhood. Harry is a doctor. No, we use here in the place of noun, what we will use? Well, pronoun. Harry lives in my garden. He is a doctor. Clear? Number 2, Alice teaches in a school. Alice speaks English fluently. Alice is a girl here. Alice teaches in a school. In the place of this noun, Alice, we can use pronoun she. For girls, we use she. Alice teaches in a school. She speaks English fluently. Number 3, Neha writes short stories. Again, Neha also participates in dramas. Neha is a girl here, so we use pronoun she here. Neha writes short stories. She also participates in dramas. Number 4, Ravi walks in the morning. Ravi goes to a nearby park daily. Ravi is a boy here, male here. Ravi walks in the morning, so in the place of Ravi, we will use here he. He goes to a nearby park daily. Number 5, Dinesh and Suresh work in an office. I am going to meet Dinesh and Suresh. Dinesh and Suresh both are here, work in an office. I am going to meet, in the place of Dinesh and Suresh, we can use the pronoun them. Plural, both are here. I am going to meet them. Dinesh and Suresh work in an office. I am going to meet them. Number 6, Mary and Shelley study in a school. Mary and Shelley always stand first in the examination. So Mary and Shelley, 2 people are here, 2 girls are here. For that we can use the pronoun they. They always stand first in the examination. Mary and Shelley study in a school. They always stand first in the examination. Now children, see the next exercise. Come to page number 45, B exercise. Fill in the blanks in the conversation with suitable personal pronoun. Okay. Now here, conversation between Tom and his mother. Mummy, dash am feeling very hungry. Mummy, blank, am feeling very hungry. Can dash give dash something to eat? Mummy, I, with am, we always use I. Mummy, I am feeling very hungry. Can you give me something to eat? Can you give me something to eat? Next is mother. Next conversation by this mother. Yes, what would you like to eat? Do dash want a slice of cake or biscuit? Second part of the conversation, mother is asking Tom about his choice of food. Thus, the statement will be, yes, what would you like to eat? do you. You here is Tom because mother is asking from him. So, do you want a slice of cake or biscuits? Now come to third, Tom. The third part of the dialogue talks about Tom who replies to his mother. The statement will be no. I do not want the cake. No, I do not want the cake. It is not fresh. It is not fresh. Do you have some fruit? Do you have some fruit? Now next is last, mother. There are some apples in the refrigerator. Mother, there are some apples in the refrigerator. Dash can eat dash. You can eat them. Now come to exercise. Learner's drill. See exercise, learner's drill. Write 5 sentences about yourself starting with I and 5 sentences for your mother starting with you. Also write 5 sentences for your family starting with they. So first, myself, mother and family. So listen it very carefully. Myself. I am Ayan. I am 6-year-old. I am 6-year-old boy. I read in class 5. I reside in Ghaziabad. I love my parents. All these sentences started with I. I am Vihan, Ayan, whatever it is, name, any name you can write. I am a 6-year-old boy. I read in class 5. I reside in Ghaziabad. I love my parents. Next is mother. Number 1, you are my angel. Number 2, you look so beautiful. Number 3, you are very caring and loving. 4, you teach us very well. And number 5, you fulfill my all desires. Starting with you. Next is family. Number 1, start with they. They are my loving parents. Number 2, first sentence was they are my loving parents. Number 2, they are very caring and kind. Number 3, they work hard for making my future. Number 4, they sacrifice their desires to fulfill mine. Number 5, they are the best parents. I hope it is clear to you.